Hi, this is Brian from the Gutter Brothers, and I want to talk to you today about a 6-inch gutter. A lot of homeowners lately have been saying, could you give me an estimate for 6-inch gutters? And I'm thinking, the first thing I'll ask the homeowner is, what size gutter's on the house now? And they'll say, well, it's smaller than that. I think it's a 5-inch. And I'll ask, well, how long's the gutter been on the house? And they'd say, well, maybe 40 years. It's the original gutter, I think, a lot of times. And I'll say, well, has it been working for the most part over the last 40 years until recently? And a lot of people will say, yes, it's been working. But I was told that a bigger gutter will hold more water in these heavy rains. And while that may be true, gutters, in my opinion, are not meant just to hold water. You got to get the water away from the house as quickly as possible. Now, another thing I'd be a little concerned about, I'm not an architect, but I know a pretty smart architect probably designed that house to have 5-inch gutters on it. And those fascia boards that are mounted to the rafters on the roof were probably made to hold a weighted down 5-inch gutter if that's what was put on the house. That would be my guess. And because the gutter's load bearing, you have to be careful how big you go on that gutter. Because when it gets weighted down with ice and snow, debris, it could potentially rip the fascia board right off the house and onto the ground. And I've seen it. I'm telling you, we're up here in the Northeast in the winter of 2010, 2011, if I recall correctly. It was like an epidemic. There were 6-inch gutters all over the ground with the fascia boards. So unless you're hitting every rafter, and you can't see them behind the capping and the fascia boards, and a lot of these guys aren't in the construction trades. They're gutter installers. They don't know how the rafters are spaced or how far apart they're spaced. So they're going to miss the rafter tails when installing the gutters. The fascia boards will hold the gutter that was designed architecturally for the house, a 5-inch, no problem. But if you start to go outside that, aftermarket sizes, 6-inch gutters were originally designed for metal roofs, commercial buildings. Sometimes you can put a 6-inch gutter on a residential house, but it's got to be in an area where there's a whole lot of roof alleys coming into one another, maybe a small area, a nook somewhere on a big house. I would say that's the only time you should ever use a 6-inch gutter. If you're looking for a solution on the heavy rains to get rid of the water, increase the size of the downspouts. Look what we have. Look, this is our solution to not putting, I keep looking at the video and not the camera, so I'm trying to get used to this whole camera thing. So the solution is a larger downspout. Put a larger spout on the house, not a larger gutter. The load-bearing item can stay the same, but the one that's vertical is not load-bearing. Right? It's vertical. It's put up against the wall. It goes from the ground to the top. You can increase the size of that drain. Open it up. If you don't have a cover on it, which I highly recommend, you got to watch my video on gutter guards. If you don't have a gutter guard on there, it's going to open up the drain. You're less likely to get clogs. Another thing you have to be concerned about too, we're going to get into clogs. We won't go there yet. But the 6-inch gutter, I wouldn't recommend unless you have a metal roof. It's 100 foot long and you got to have it. Or you got a whole lot of roofs coming down into one area, maybe a special certain spot on the house. 5-inch gutter, most residential homes, 9 out of 10 of them, probably 99% of them, 5-inch gutters, all you need. Man, my arm's getting tired. I got to get a gimbal. Let me just show you this 6-inch gutter real quick. So this is a 6-inch, and next to it's a 5-inch. Now look at the huge, that is a 6-inch, and that's a 5-inch gutter. Now look at the huge difference. You want to put that on your house? I mean, it's the first thing you're going to see. It's a huge difference. You think, well, it's only an inch. It's a huge difference, especially if you're talking about like a 40-foot gutter. And I've seen some really ridiculous looking small colonials with 6-inch gutters on them. And it's not the fault of the homeowners. They're relying on the experience and the recommendations of the contractors. So the contractors are putting these gutters up, selling them on being better. I'm going to give you a better gutter than the other guy that gave you the estimate. I'm going to give you a bigger gutter for the same price or less, and it's an instant sale. Okay, gutters. If it's been on the house for 40 years and it's been working for the most part, it's probably the size you need. Increase the size of the drains all day long. Get better water flow. That's been the solution the Gutter Brothers have been offering. That's been the solution that's been working. It keeps the house looking original, looks nice with the new gutters, streamlined. It looks nice versus a big overbearing, huge 6-inch commercial grade gutter on a residential property. All right? That's pretty much all I have to say. I'm sorry I moved around so much. I will get a gimbal. My arm is killing me. I'm moving around like crazy. Stay tuned for more videos. Oh, this is the one thing I wanted to show you. That's what we're going to put on your house. And it's going to look really nice. And it channels like 500% more water, they say, the maker of that thing. But we haven't had any complaints. They've been working really well. If you'd like an estimate, maybe you have new gutters. You just want to increase the size of your downspouts. We can do that. We can just increase the size of your spouts without replacing your gutters. Give us a call, 610-328-5000. Thank you for supporting a local business. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for putting up with me during this video. God bless. Take care.